The sneaker industry in South Africa has been on the rise in recent years, with stores like Shelf Life and Archive releasing the latest sneakers via online raffles. The resale industry is another which has become prominent. I spoke to YouTube channel SneakerVault's Joshua Dunn, who explained the difference between retail and resale prices using 3 pairs of his sneakers.
What's up guys, I'm Josh from the SneakerVault, so I'll be going through how sneaker reselling works in SA. So sneaker reselling is basically like a stock exchange for sneakers. You know, it works as supply and demand and all of that. So I'll be breaking down 3 sneakers that I've picked out that I know some information on regarding reselling about it. So the first sneaker we have is the Nike Dunk High Syracuse. So in South Africa, this was retailing. So retail versus resale. Retail is the recommended price that the stores sell it at, and then resale is a price that you can just dictate what you want to sell it for. So when these dropped, the retail price for these were 1899, or at the Nike store it was $2,000. When resellers bought it, they sold it for 3K, but just depending on supply and demand. Because when this drops, it was a huge drop. Like every store had it, so you couldn't really dictate prices because there were people going to get it regardless. So they were selling this at 2.5 to 3K, depending on who wanted it, supply and demand. So the next dunk that we'll be talking about is now the Dunk High Brazil. Now this is a much rarer silhouette, a much rarer color than the Syracuse one that I just told you guys about. So when this dropped, it was a very high in demand sneaker. It was limited pairs, only one store was selling it, and that was Shelf Life. And the retail price for this was 1699. Now the resale price of these kind of jumps, like stock in the stock market. You know, it goes up and it goes down. So when this dropped, the highest price that I saw someone selling this for was 6K, but it was retailing at 1699. So that's a huge profit. So because they could sell it at 6K because everybody wanted the shoe and it was limited quantity, so supply and demand. So that's how the Nike Dunk Samba got its price. And also because it's the reason why it's so rare, it was a re-release. So I think the shoe's only released 3 times since this introduction of this colorway, so it's like super rare. So this is why people could dictate a high price and people would buy it, because they want to be part of a community that recognizes them for having fire kicks. So that's that on the Dunk result. Then my third shoe is the Adidas Yeezy Bread V2 350. Now this is also a re-release. So this re-released a year ago. So this was the second release of this specific color. So this is the bread colorway. A very rare colorway. People really like this colorway. So when I bought the shoe, this was retailing for 3499 or 3699. The resale price for this was 6K to 5.5. Now the reason that I could sell it that, because of how rare it is and the limited quantities. So the only shop that was selling the shoe again was Shelf Life. So when people got the shoe, they could dictate the prices, and that's how reselling works.